Yo, thanks for tuning in. We're about to make a beat from scratch using this bad boy, the TheoryBoard. I'll let you know my thoughts when we're done. And yeah, let's get started. What we can see here is I'm just trying to create a vibe, trying to come up with some chord progressions. Kind of like sampling, where I just pick out the best chords and start playing them. One thing about the TheoryBoard that you'll notice is that chords are played on the left and single notes are played on the right hand side. So I'm just trying to come up with a good progression, seeing what works. I only need one good take and then I can loop it, so I'm just trying to get that one good take. I think I'll settle on that one. So I'm duplicating the track here, muting some notes on one track and muting some notes on the other track, keeping everything else the same. Then I wanted to create a wider sound, so I panned one track to the left and one track to the right. So once I'm done, I'll give it a test run to see how it sounds, see if there's anything I can change or if it's exactly how I want it. No time to spend on the bass today, so I'm just gonna copy paste my chord progression and keep the lowest notes. Now I want to work on layering the chord progression I've already created, something that's higher in the frequency range. So on the TheoryBoard it has an invert chord option that I've selected for the higher frequency sounds that I'm going to have low in the background. Matter of fact, thinking back now, I should have probably used the inverted version as the bass line. So here I'm also doing the widening technique by muting out some of the notes and then panning left and right. Now for the drums, just add in a quick pattern. I loaded up some samples in EXO and I'm just going to play them out here. I exported my chord progression as a MIDI file and then I dragged it back into Playbox so that I can play out my chord progression there. So now that the chords are in Playbox, I can now use the right side of the TheoryBoard to play out the chord progression in Playbox. Now I'm just going through sound selection and just going to pick a stock sound to match the vibe of the song. Usually I would record my own vocal chops or use some of my samples that I've created and drag them into Playbox, but for the sake of the video we're just going to use stock sounds today, just so we can get the point across. In the future I might update this beat with my own vocals. think I may have found the one I like the most. So here I'm just using that same widening technique that I was using before, but this time inside Playbox. It's actually easier when I think about it because the chord progression is right in front of me and I can just left and right whatever I want. So here I'm just resampling the kick into its own track just so I can mix it better. And it helps with sidechaining too. Just trying to come up with a melody to go over a separate section just to add something different. Very hard to do with the TheoryBoard, by the way, because the pads aren't really that touch sensitive. Something to think about if you're deciding on purchasing a TheoryBoard. And now I'm just going to add an ambient sound in the background. I'm going to choose something from Tetro's field recordings in South Korea. So I think the TheoryBoard is really good at what it does, helping you find chords that you wouldn't usually find. I'm going to do an in-depth review. Leave a comment if you want to see that in-depth review, because then it will push me to get it done quicker. Doing drums and stuff like that was really difficult on this, and I'd rather do it on one of my MIDI keyboards back there. But yeah, other than that, perfect. I can change the chords when I want to. I can split the chords. I had fun. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I should make more of these videos.